sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day. They're the eyes of a man.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Horny Creek. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my wife, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is March 1st, 2000.
It is.
I'm finally getting used to saying 2000 instead of 1990, whatever.
I'm very proud of you. You get a cookie.
Oh, okay. What kind?
Chocolate chip.
Really? Ginger Snaps is my favorite.
Well, too bad you didn't get ginger snaps. You get chocolate chips.
We had this conversation last week.
Did we?
Yes.
What the fuck? We got to get some new material.
And you said that you were like, I didn't know that ginger snaps were your favorite cookie. That's something I should know about you, blah, blah, blah. And then the audience laughed uproariously. The audience reacted like this. Oh. I'm so sorry, everyone. I thought that was the laugh button. I thought that was the button for laughter. How do I turn this off? Where's the button?
There is no laugh button.
This is new material.
He lies. This is old material. This has cobwebs on it.
Careful with that joke. It's an antique.
I have the flu, and this is how he treats me. Just saying.
Yeah, she needs special coddling and pampering and stuff like that because she has the flu.
I do.
You know, I had the flu. No one give a shit.
What?
I don't know. Did anyone
You
care?
didn't have the flu.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
Okay.
Did you?
I was sick.
You're the only one who didn't have the flu in this house.
No, but I was sick before, remember? Like,
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I remember when you were sick before. And I wasn't.
Yep. You got it.
You got the one fun bug, and then I got the other fun bug.
Yeah, we love fun bugs.
Like bed bugs, but not.
I would think circus fleas would be the most fun bugs.
Probably.
Speaking of fun bugs, though, we watched a Cinderella, or it's just called Cinderella Story.
Not...
Joey's Cinderella Story.
I was going to say, not an actual... no, we didn't veer off and watch a Disney princess movie.
No, we did not watch Cinderella.
But, yes, Dawson's
What
Creek.
a cruel nickname.
Cinderella?
Yeah. From the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Cinders, you know.
Yeah.
Cinderella. Cinderfella with... What's his name?
Okay.
Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis was in a movie called Cinderfella.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It does not sound like a good movie.
You know, it wasn't a good movie either. Was what was it? Dr. Dolittle? No, not Dr. Dolittle. What the fuck was it? The one where he drinks a drink and he drinks a potion and becomes a cool hip version of himself. It's a metaphor for alcohol.
I have no idea.
Eddie Murphy did the remake where he played every character on screen. And it was terrible and I hated it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, whatever. The Nutty Professor.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of the Nutty Professor, we watched Cinderella Story.
So where do we want to start?
I don't know. Do you love my transitions? I don't know. Where do you want to start? The beginning of the episode started with Joey and Pacey talking and being like, I'm fucking going to Boston for this award that Discount Dawson's getting for his writing. Get it? He's a writer. He's not a filmmaker. It's the same kind of fucking thing, though. He's the same character. Do you get it, Pacey? And Pacey's like, you're going to be disappointed because this is a fantasy love. This isn't a real love. It's because it's long distance and I love you, but you don't even realize it. You don't even know it. You don't even look at me.
So,
But maybe you do.
She got a ride.
That's all subtext, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
So that's not a verbatim quote.
No. But, I mean, some of it is. Like, he was talking about her being disappointed and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was saying, like, because basically he was saying, like, it's a long-distance relationship. It's not a real relationship.
Yeah.
You can fantasize about it and write about it in your diary and touch yourself thinking about it.
Oh, my God. He didn't say that either.
Because, she's a virgin.
So
she's got to be masturbating, right? She's a
oh my God.
she's a teenage
I don't want to
girl.
talk about her masturbating. What is wrong with you, right now?
You don't? You did privately. But Katie Holmes specifically, weirdly, and not Joey the character.
Anyway. I think it's weird talking about the actual episode. That
it is weird talking about an actual episode.
that Pacey is giving her a ride to go to see Discount Dawson.
Not the kind of ride he wants to give her.
No, like he's kind of a doormat.
Yes.
It really bothers me.
I don't understand why he's sort of a doormat in his relationship with Andy too.
Yeah. I don't
get it.
I don't feel like he has very much self-esteem.
Yeah, I think maybe that teacher sucked all the self-esteem out of him.
Maybe.
Through his penis.
So he drove her all the way there, right? Not to the bus station or train station or whatever.
I don't he went to I think they went to a ship.
I
think she got on a ferry, yeah. A ferry from the creek to Boston.
Yeah. And then his friend was waiting for her instead of him.
Yes. Correct.
With a big sign that said Josephine Potter.
Joseph Potter. Joseph, Potter.
Yeah. Because that's a joke, Hardy har har.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, it's a joke. What? Oh.
Yeah.
The neighbor kid's playing the damn flute again.
Anyway.
Because that's how they met.
Yeah.
Because they thought she was a he.
I remember.
Well, maybe the audience doesn't. Or maybe they didn't know in the first place. Maybe they missed that episode.
Yeah, do you even watch these episodes?
Or do you just listen to us talk about them? If you do, I'm sad for you. Like, you should get the full experience. Watch Dawson's Creek. And then listen to us.
As much as we talk about it, it is a good show.
It's a really good show. I very much enjoy it. I think it's my favorite of the 3 shows that we are covering.
Well, it's definitely better than 90210.
90210 is the worst.
I like Buffy, though.
I like Buffy, too, but I like Dawson's Creek more.
All right. Well, speaking of liking Dawson's Creek more, let's continue talking about this episode. So, his friend Morgan meets him there. And apparently he's a big fan of girls with ambiguous names. Because Morgan could be a guy's name.
Sure.
Too, like Morgan Freeman.
But Morgan is a blonde bombshell.
Is she a bombshell, would you say?
Don't you think she's hot?
Yeah, she's attractive. Yeah. For sure.
Well,
I don't know if I'd call her a bombshell.
I don't know how to define bombshell. She's hot. She's blonde.
Marilyn Monroe. She's hot. She's blonde. She's bombshell. Like Marilyn Monroe would be a blonde bombshell.
What the hell does a bombshell really mean?
Or Pamela Anderson would be a blonde bombshell. Or what's her name? Anna Nicole Smith would be a blonde bombshell.
Okay.
You have to be super curvy to be a blonde bombshell.
Okay. I don't remember how curvy she was, but I remember thinking she was hot. So whatever.
All right.
So she takes her rollerblading because apparently this
roller skating blading.
The dude is preparing to.
The dude. His name's AJ. Discount Dawson.
He's preparing a speech or whatever for accepting an award, and so instead of Joey getting to go see her boyfriend, she's got to be entertained and babysat by his female friend.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Who's attractive.
I would not have liked any of this.
No, I can't imagine you would.
I don't think any woman would.
So they meet. They she finally gets to his room. And he's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that she did that. I told her just to entertain you because I'm still working on this speech. I don't know what to do." And he and Morgan start talking, and it's like she's Discount Joey. Mm-hmm. It's like they're Dawson and Joey from season 1.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the direction that they gave them.
Well, I mean, based on our later knowledge, I'd say they're Dawson and Joey from a different season, but
okay. From season 9. What does that mean?
Because they have a history. Season 1, Dawson and Joey don't have a history.
Well, of course they do. They know each other since they were kids.
A romantic history.
They don't have a romantic history.
They do too. They kiss.
Once.
That's something.
It's something, but I wouldn't call it a romantic history.
It's more than never having kissed.
Erica Fissler and I have a romantic history.
Did you kiss her?
Once.
Then
behind the twirly slide when we were 5 years old.
No, come on. They weren't 5.
How do you know? She never said what had happened. I don't remember. Maybe she did. But anyway. So they start talking, and Joey's like, something's going on here. There's not a lot, honestly, in this part of the story. This is the main part of the story. Mm-hmm. Not a lot happens really up until he gives his speech. Well, there's a lot of go ahead. I was just gonna say there's a lot of them interacting. We're getting to know this brand new character that has never been mentioned once, and I feel like is just a way to get spoilers to get Discount Dawson out of the show. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like we're getting to know her a lot and seeing that dynamic. That's what most of the scenes are.
Yeah. There's also like he's kissing Joey at one point, and she walks in on it, and that's pretty awkward.
Well, yeah, because I think that's the point at which Joey realizes that this woman has feelings for AJ, and that informs some of the other decisions that happen.
I gotta say, though, Joey is 16 years old.
Yeah.
And she is gone to stay overnight at her college boyfriend's dorm room when he's getting an award.
Nice to have a parent that's dead and one that's in jail.
Right, like her sister is her guardian, I assume. Like, she's kind of asleep on the job here.
Yeah.
Like,
she's got a child to deal with.
Yeah, she really doesn't give a shit if Joey loses her virginity, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that was definitely on the agenda.
Oh, 100%.
But
yeah, his agenda was flirt with my childhood friend, get award, fuck Joey.
Yeah, basically.
He was checking off the boxes.
But yeah, he's talking about like not knowing which thing to talk about when he gets his award, I guess. What piece of right? So he wants to read an excerpt or a full cut, I don't know, or whatever, of one of his stories, and he's not sure which one to do. Like the newer stuff, the older stuff they're more familiar with, or the newer stuff, and the Morgan suggests the writing. She's like, you should read this one. This shows like your roots, and everything, and then like that's the underpinning for all the like the stuff that you're successful with now or whatever. And just like what's her name, the principal's daughter that is also now off the show, pointed out about his little Blair Witch thing, the relationship between Joey and Dawson, the characters or whatever in that movie was the heart. She's like, you don't even realize that was the heart of your movie or whatever. So apparently he's like, has been anyway, working out his feelings for Joey through his creativity, which people do. Just like he's doing that, apparently Discount Dawson's also doing that through his writing, because he does read the excerpt that she's talking about, and it's all about like, oh, this woman is like fucking, she's mysterious, and her name's Morgan. I mean Norgan. And like it's like all this shit about how she's like super special and stuff like that and everything. And it's stuff we found out about her throughout the episode. It's like describes her.
We can even tell it's describing her, right?
So afterwards, when he's like, hey, let's go back to my room there, Joey.
Because, Morgan's like, hey, does anyone want to go to the Arboretum?
Yeah.
What's an Arboretum?
Isn't it where there are trees?
Yeah. No, that's, yes. Atrium? Is that an atrium?
No,
No, an arboretum is where they have trees, yeah.
Okay.
Because arbor means tree, right?
But I thought it was a beach or something. I didn't really think she said arboretum. I think she said something else.
She said arboretum.
But either way,
want to go to the arboretum.
She wanted to go somewhere and look at the pretty stars.
A botanical garden.
And anyway, they're like, no, we're going to go back to the room. Ha ha ha.
They did say that too. They laughed right in her face.
But when they're on their way...
Joey gave her the double burn.
Wow. When they're on their way, though, Joey's like, you should go with her.
She's like, look, I'm going back to the room. You go to the arboretum. And he's like, what? And she's like, I want to go back to your room alone. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm going to put my penis inside you. And she's like, no. You're going to put your penis inside Morgan. And he's like, huh? Because he's a fucking clueless idiot, like Dawson was in the first few seasons. And she's like, look, I know what it's like to harbor feelings for someone that they don't realize they also have for me. And he's like, huh? And she's like, the story that it was about, it's about her. Like, you have some feelings for her or whatever. And he's like, no, that's a fictional character named Norgan. And she's like, no, look, read it again. Think about it. And he's like, oh, fuck, it is her. Mm-hmm. And that's basically how it goes. And she's like, you should go. And he's like, well, what about us? Threesome? And she's like, no. I'm
a virgin, dude.
I haven't even done a onesome yet.
So the next thing we know, I figured she would stay the night in his room and he would just stay out. I guess, like, I didn't think she would leave at 16 in the middle of the night by herself, which is what she does. She goes to a train station, like, awful and unsafe.
Train station or a bus station, one of the two.
Yeah. But
there's homeless people fighting over, like, a piece of steak or something.
And there's nothing going out until the morning. So her option is spend the night there or...
call someone.
And who does she call?
Ghostbusters.
No.
Oh. Who does she call?
Pacey.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have anything fun to call him.
I thought it was Ghostbusters.
No, she calls Pacey and he comes and saves her. Mm-hmm. Although it's morning time by the time they're on their way home. It's bright outside.
I mean, it's dawn.
Yeah. Like, he didn't really save her from spending the night there.
No, not entirely. But so they're driving back, and he's like, now Pacey goes through his own little like
yeah, we'll get there
stuff that we'll talk about. But they're driving back, and he's like, hey, how come you called me? And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, why didn't you call Dawson? Why didn't you call, I don't know, what's her name? Cow.
Your sister? Bessie? Yeah.
Bessie.
Cow.
And she's like, I don't know, you were the first person I thought of. And, like, he's finally had enough of it. Mm-hmm. His horniness for Horny Creek has built up to the point where it's ready to explode. And he's like, he pulls the car over, and he's like, what the fuck are we doing? Because she's like, you were right, it was a fucking disaster or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was fantasy. I don't have anything real in my life. I don't have anyone that really cares about me or whatever. You know, and that's like, it drives him nuts.
Yeah, and he's like, oh no, my brain did the thing.
What thing? Where it shuts off?
I had a thought, and then it just stopped.
Oh no.
Then it just stopped. No, he's like, why was I the first person you thought of? Mm. Why? Like, and he just kept saying, but why? But why? Like, every answer, like
Pinocchio.
Yeah. Not lie. Why?
No, I know. Don't you remember that scene?
No.
Where Geppetto's trying to go to sleep after Pinocchio's been made from a puppet into a real boy, and he's like, hey, how come this? And he's like, because this. And he's like, how come this? Because this. Well, what about this? Why this? Why this? And he's like, go to fucking bed. Like, it reminds me of the scene where Yoda gets so fucking fed up of Luke asking him questions that he just dies. That has to be what it's like to be a parent.
But finally, he's like, aren't you tired of talking? And she's like, no. He's like, I am. And he just kisses her.
He kisses her. Which is the last scene, by the way.
It's just cuts. The show ends right in the kiss. We have no idea how she reacted or anything.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
And we won't, like, they're off for the rest of this month, so we won't know until April.
I'm mad.
They're on hiatus.
Very mad. I want to know now.
We can track down James Vanderbeek in between movies or whatever the fuck he's doing now. What do you think James Vanderbeek's doing right now?
I don't know.
He's listening to Horny Creek?
He's on vacation somewhere because... You know, they don't make them work for 2 weeks.
He's on a transatlantic cruise to Europe on the Queen Mary 2.
The Queen Mary is haunted.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's why they have the Queen Mary 2. It's haunted by 2 ghosts.
Okay.
Double haunting.
So, what else do we have going on in this episode?
So, we have 2 other things going on in this episode. We have Pacey and little kid from... Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, this is weird.
And we have Jonathan Lipnicki, I believe his name is. Wow, you looked at me. You looked at me like I fucking read an incantation from the Necronomicon. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Like awed and confused and a little terrified.
Oh my god. Like,
don't look in the closet where all those pictures of Jonathan Lipnicki are.
I expected you to say, and the Flash guy, the John Wesley Shipp, whatever. I expected you to
John Wesley Shipp?
I thought you were going to say
TV's The Flash?
Yeah, I was like, those are our choices. We got this storyline and that storyline. And then instead you said John Lipnicki or whatever.
Jonathan Lipnicki, I believe that's the young actor's name.
And I was shocked because I wasn't expecting you to say that. And then I was confused because I'm like, who is that? And then I was in awe because I was like, oh my God, you know that guy's name. Because I realized what you were talking about.
This has been Carol Explains Her Looks Theater. And the other storyline we have is Gail opening her restaurant, which is still not open.
With John Wesley Shipp.
Yes.
The Flash.
TV's The Flash, that's correct. trying to like find someone to make chowder.
Yeah, they did. They're filling time here.
They really are. So which one do you want to go with first?
I guess let's go there. So Gail is opening this restaurant, which, again, as we've already discussed, comes out of nowhere and is weird.
Yeah. And she's enlisted Dawson for help, and Dawson's like, why don't you make your friend a waitress? Why don't you make your friend a waitress?
What friend?
Michelle Williams.
But wait,
What's her name?
Dawson tells his mother to make her friend a waitress?
No, Dawson's mom says that to Dawson.
Oh, because that is not how that sentence
Jen,
came out.
that's her name.
Yes. Jen Lindley. Jeez, get it together, sir. They hire Jen as a waitress, and she's awful, and she breaks things.
Yeah, she keeps dropping plates.
Yeah.
And she says, she shows up, and she's like, here, I'm here to help Dawson. And Dawson's like, wow, you've been gone a long time, Jen. I haven't seen you forever. Didn't we... He references a couple other episodes. He's like, didn't we go to an island once? Or, didn't we fucking... I remember you dancing at the fucking Cape Fest or whatever. Remember that episode? It's really weird. He brings up two specific instances from two episodes, and it's like he's doing an episode of Horny Creek. I really think he listens. Okay. And he's or one of the writers does.
Okay.
One of the writers, if you listen to Dawson's to Horny Creek, let us know. Write in.
You're a strange man.
I am a strange man. You married me.
I am a strange woman, so yeah.
So anyway, he's like, yeah, remember those episodes? And she goes, yeah, but now I'm spending all my time with Henry, who doesn't appear on screen ever. Yeah. But I'll use his name a lot.
And she's like, now, with this job, maybe I can take him out sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I want to take him out and whatever. I don't know. Are they fucking? What's going on?
I don't know. I'd like to know. I'd like to know some more about what's going on with their relationship.
I agree.
I think that'd be an interesting storyline. I suspect something's wrong with that actor.
Oh, yeah?
He's in the hospital, rehab, something.
He gave too much blood?
Yeah.
Like that was a real thing that they drew from life?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're not going to speculate on the possibility of this actor being in rehab. By the way, we don't want to get sued. We're not saying that's the case.
No.
We don't know.
But just a lot of times,
good luck to you, sir.
When actors disappear for a couple episodes, there's a reason.
Usually means rehab or some sort of sex scandal.
Right. But Gail is failing to...
Gail fail.
Yeah.
She's doing the Gail fail.
This is not going well. She can't find anybody to cook.
They keep bringing in to audition chefs and stuff like that, and it's like they're like, well, I'm here to make chowder. I'm gonna make you some chowder. It tastes like fucking garbage, apparently.
Yeah, it must be very hard to make chowder.
I don't know. I've never tried.
But Dawson calls his dad and says, hey, come help Mom, and he shows up.
First, Dawson suggests, Why don't you have Bodie cook? Like, he cooked at the other place. He's a good chef. Why don't you? He makes pancakes and shit at the whatever
bed and breakfast.
Why don't you hire him? And she's like, no, he's got his hands full with that bread and breakfast. I'm not even going to think about it. And he's like, all right, well, I guess interview these other assholes. So she calls John Wesley shit.
No, she doesn't. Dawson does.
Dawson does. And he comes in. He's like, hey, I'm fucking here to help. I'm the Flash. And she's like, I didn't fucking call the Flash.
Yeah, she gets all pissed off, which is weird because I thought they were friends. Like, they showed up.
Every other episode, they're palling around like, hey, we're making this work.
And then she yells at Dawson. She's like, this was supposed to be just for me, just mine.
Yeah, he suggested it and everything, and it's been the driving force behind everything in my storyline, but this is supposed to be mine. Fuck you, Dawson. And, like, he's, like, confused. He's talking to Jen about it. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, they were supposed to be friends or whatever, and Jen seems to be like, hey, that was wrong of you, Dawson.
Yeah,
Henry would never do that, she says.
I don't get it. But then all of a sudden, they're just great and happy and laughing and smiling.
Because they talked for a second.
Yeah. Because, I don't know. They seem to have some kind of deep connection.
Yeah. Well, and
obviously they do. They were married, but...
So, like, she's messing up a bunch of little things, like the sign and stuff like that. She can't come up with a name. Mm-hmm. Which she ends up calling it... What does she call it? Gail's Fresh Fish or something like that?
No, I don't remember.
Really shitty
the name she gave it was awful.
Yeah, it's a shitty name.
Yeah, it sounded like garbage.
Yes, it really did.
I wish I could remember what it was.
But yeah, she like so they she's messing up like little things like that and everything, and big things. And when Dawson comes back, they're all hunky dory. They're hanging up the sign with the garbage name.
But it's not the garbage name because the dad gave her a better name.
No, I didn't like the name he came up with either.
Oh, it's a different name.
It was a different name, yes.
At one point, it was supposed to be just a symbol because she couldn't come up with a name. It was just going to be like a nameless symbol building.
It was like Prince named the restaurant.
Ridiculous.
But then she's like, well, we figured it out. Like, I hired your dad to be the general manager. Because...
No, he's not the manager, is he?
No, go ahead.
Never mind.
No, I want to hear what the fuck you were going to say.
I thought he was her partner.
No.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
Specifically, they said no to that.
Okay, sorry.
Because Dawson's like, oh, you're going to be partners after all. And she's like, no. We decided that would be bad. So I'm hiring him as my general manager. Because he's better at managing. He's like, yeah, we all have our strengths. And my strength is to manage this shit. And Mom's strength is to, delegate and make, whatever. And he's like, and my first... official duty as general manager was to convince her to hire Bodie. Something that was already suggested. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Bodie's going to be the partner. He owns 25% of this business. She just gave up a quarter of this business, by the way. He owns 25% of this business, and he's splitting his time between here and the
bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast. That's the whole point. So yeah, he's going to be... She's paying him a salary... And Bodie gets 25% of the business.
So is Bodie cooking?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the solution they came up with. And Jen can't be a waitress because...
She sucks.
She's terrible at being a waitress and she drops plates. But she can be a hostess, and that's what's she's going to do.
So she'll be a charming hostess.
Right.
Honestly, though, she is kind of born for that.
I guess, sure. Or to be an actress.
Yeah, but she's pretty and charming, so...
Yeah.
You just got to be able to keep names and table rotations down. You'll be fine.
I don't know what it's like to be a hostess. So.
It's actually hard, and you can really piss off the wait staff if you get it wrong.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Apparently. You've got the inside track. But the last storyline of the day is Pacey, and remember, as a condition of his release or whatever, to not get suspended from school after the fight, he's got to mentor a child, and he mentors Jonathan Lipnicki from Jerry Maguire, Mr. The Head Weighs 8 Pounds guy. He
was so much cuter than Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, he's getting unfortunate looking as he gets older.
Yeah.
No offense, Jonathan Lipnicki.
Not as cute. He's still kind of cute, though.
I guess, sure.
I mean, he's, little kid cute.
He's an interesting actor with his, like, he does the whole, like, 1940 style of acting where he's like, I'm going to say this part slow and I'm going to say this part loud. And that's acting.
Yeah, he's not great. But he's just a jerk, the kid. Mm-hmm. And he's mean to Pacey.
Have you ever seen the movie Problem Child?
No.
Out there in the audience, have you ever seen the movie Problem Child? That's what this subplot is. Is that how our audience sounds in your head?
Yes.
They're just damsels being strapped to railroad tracks, huh?
Yes. Exactly.
I'm being forced to listen to this.
I imagine most people who are listening are.
We're the number one choice of kidnappers everywhere. Anyway, so essentially it's the movie Problem Child, where it's the kid is acting like a jerk and trying to push Pacey away because he's afraid of abandonment. So it's like he pushes people. It's the classic thing.
And he makes up some bullshit story that his dad's dead, but his dad's not even dead.
Yeah,
you don't lie about that shit.
That his dad died crossing the Atlantic or whatever, but his dad just left and married someone else because he's an asshole.
Which we find out from, like, the lady who assigned him.
Yeah, the social worker or whatever she is. And she's like, oh, I knew you were going to be in here because everyone fucking hates this kid and they all leave him. Want to leave him too? It's like, why don't you do your job?
Right.
She's like, I can assign you immediately.
Pacey's like, no.
I ain't giving up on this kid. He's me.
I just want to know if I can pick him up early.
He's me. So
he takes him to do, fun stuff and refuses to give up no matter how hard the kid fights him.
And the kid is like, you like someone that's hot. I can tell. And he's like, yeah, her name's Joey. He talks to him about Joey.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that happens. Like I said, not much happens here except Jonathan Lipnicki stars. I hope that's his name.
Oh, God. Wouldn't it be funny if it's not?
I really took a punt, and I don't know if it is or not, but we'll see.
Either way, the Jerry Maguire kid. At one point, he picks him up and carries him, and I think that's a little much for, like, an 8-year-old.
I also think it's a little much for, like, a kid that you barely know.
Yeah.
That you're mentoring.
You just go
He takes a lot of liberties.
He does. That's the kind of person Pacey is, though.
Yeah. This kid would totally pick somebody up if he was bigger.
Yeah, true.
He tries to hit somebody with a whack-a-mole mallet.
He does hit somebody with a whack-a-mole mallet.
That can't hurt that much. Those moles seem no worse for wear.
I don't know. I hit my little niece on the head with a one of those balls, the arcade. I can't remember what.
One of those balls, the arcade?
Like...
Talking about skee ball?
Yeah. I heard
those are a lot fucking heavier than whack-a-mole
mallets. I felt really bad. She cried. It was not good.
Yeah. You could crack someone's skull with one of those.
Yeah, I just reared back and...
Just for fun?
No,
What's this feel like?
I didn't know she was standing there.
But what? I don't understand. What's the geometry of this? Was she on the fucking skee ball thing?
She was behind me.
Oh, okay. So
and I went back and hit her in the head.
So the ball was still in your hand?
Yes, but I hit her head with the ball while it was in my hand.
Okay. So it's like a weighted punch.
Yes, it was no good.
Good for you. And that bitch went down.
But I'm dying to know what happens with Joey and Pacey.
Yeah.
And that's
we don't care about the little kid.
Not really. I also don't really care that much about the restaurant.
No, it'll be whatever.
I would like to see more of Henry and Jen.
Yep.
And I want to know what's going to happen with Joey and Pacey.
Obviously.
I don't care about Dawson.
It's weird because Dawson is so not a part of his own show right now.
Yeah, it's really weird. He needs to get some interesting shit going on.
Yeah, he has no love interest. He's got nothing going on. He's just adrift. They don't know what to do with this character. They've realized that these other characters are more interesting than the main character of the show.
Fix things for James Vanderbeek, people.
Please.
Make it better.
Don't hit him in the head with a skee ball.
Make Horny Creek hornier.
Yeah, that would be nice too.
I miss the horniness.
Yeah, they're teenagers. They're supposed to be horny.
I mean, Joey did take another swing and miss at losing her virginity. So
yeah, I guess so.
That happened.
But that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell people where they can get their own skee-ball.
You can write us at latefee1994 at AOL.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
Always next time. Bye.
Bye.